Here's a new report indicating that drivers across the Green Bay area are losing about $1,600 a year. That report goes on to say that more drivers are having to spend more money on repairs to their vehicles due to bad roads. There's also a lack of safety features on a lot of those Wisconsin roads, and more people are wasting time in traffic due to congestion. Now, public works directors across the area say this issue isn't exclusive to the Green Bay area.
43% of major roads in the Green Bay region are considered in poor condition, with 24% ranked as mediocre. That's according to a newly released report from TRIP, a national nonprofit dedicated to improving traffic safety across the country. TRIP's Director of Policy and Research, Rocky Moretti, says fortunately, more federal and state money is allowing Wisconsin to complete some much-needed projects.
But highway construction inflation and a potential decline in federal and state fuel tax revenues could impact the state's ability to fund needed transportation improvements.
Green Bay Public Works Director Steve Grenier says the rising cost of construction and less money from the state's fuel tax to pay for projects, since more people are buying fuel-efficient vehicles, is an issue everywhere.
I don't know that it has reached that point of criticality yet, but it's definitely something of concern.
Grenier says finding more cost-effective ways to pay for projects like filling potholes and treating roads during the winter helps, but this ongoing problem remains.
I have enough funding to reconstruct or resurface approximately 1.6% of my road miles on an annual basis.
Would you say that that's concerning?
Yeah, it's concerning. But again, the money has to come from somewhere.
$603 billion in commercial goods pass through the state of Wisconsin every single year, and that number is only expected to grow. That's why the Wisconsin Department of Transportation is making improvements to weigh stations and expanding a lot of that space for commercial drivers. Meantime, public works directors across the entire state say they're finding creative ways to stretch your tax dollars even further.
What we've done is we've taken some pretty aggressive steps over the last several years in trying to either do a more proactive maintenance program to stop the deterioration and make the road last longer.
If you've ever left a Packers game or simply hit that daily rush at this portion of 41 past Shearing Road into Pierre, you likely know just how busy it can get. Fortunately, plans are in the works to help reduce some of that congestion down the road.
We've got aging infrastructure. There were a lot of decisions that have been made over previous decades not to invest money and to kick the can down the road, and that bill is starting to come due.
Now, this report from TRIP examined all metros across the region, examining how drivers are impacted, not just in the Green Bay area. To see that full report, you can check out our websites at NBC26.com. Reporting from De Pere, McLeod Hageman, NBC 26 News.